If anyone's watching, I'm just going to upload the link to Facebook, just as I promised. I really, you know, we're into this over a year now. You'd think we'd get better at it, or I'd get better at it. Create post. Sorry for the freezing. Here's tonight's new link. Post. And I'll also send myself the link. For anyone who's just joining in, I'll add it now to my Instagram as well. In case people want to find it there. Oh, wrong account. I really, you know, every week I tell myself, oh, this should be the week I learn how to use something like Twitch or something that is designed for, you know, doing this type of thing, and I never do. So maybe I need to hire a producer. If you really know Twitch well and want to be the executive producer of Quizzing in Quarantine, reach out to me. And all right, looks like we're back. Um, 84 people. Okay. Sorry for that, guys. Don't know what happened there, but hopefully it doesn't happen again. I seem to have got good stream back now. Sounds gross. All right. As I was saying, oh, I know what we were doing. We're going to take up the answers from round 2. Here we go. Round 2, the answers for the question of Europe's smallest, or countries of Europe by population. As I mentioned, these need to be autonomous countries. Here we go. With a whopping population of 799, the smallest country in Europe, as you probably guessed, is Vatican City. After Vatican City, we have San Marino. After San Marino, we have the country of Liechtenstein. It was the second last country I visited before the, very briefly, before the start of the pandemic. I think I had COVID in Liechtenstein. Monaco, next on the list, is number 4, Monaco. Number 5, Andorra, sitting between France and Spain, Andorra. Then Iceland, number 7. Malta is number 8. Montenegro, number 9. Luxembourg, number 10. And as I said, you could have up to 13, or 10 of the 13. The first country on this list to crack 1 million residents, Cyprus, is number 11. Number 12 is Estonia. And the largest country on this list that you were allowed to have to qualify for a point is Kosovo. Countries that were close, but not on this list, not gaining you a point, Latvia, Slovenia, and Moldova. Again, the countries that you could list that would earn you a point on this list: Vatican City, San Marino, Liechtenstein, Monaco, Andorra, Iceland, Malta, Montenegro, Luxembourg, Cyprus, Estonia, and Kosovo. All right. Hopefully most of us are back, and hopefully what I can do now is share this link again if you do not have it yet. I see we've got 17 teams who have answered so far, but I'll share it one more time. If you're just joining us and you want to enter a score. Yeah, John, that is round 2 we just completed. the 10. That's the form there again. So take a minute to enter your score. Don't forget your team name as well. Also, I'm going to take this moment for a shameless self-plug. While we do not have a charity of choice this month for Quizzing in Quarantine, last month or back in February, we were supporting the Danny Wenjack Fund. I am myself, separate from Quizzing in Quarantine, involved this year with an organization that I have a lot of passion and time for, which is Covenant House, Canada and Toronto's largest youth homeless shelter. In a couple of weeks from now, I'm doing a sleep out virtually. Everyone's supposed to pick their own spot outdoors safely to sleep outside. And I'm trying to raise some money. And I'm getting close to my goal. Well, I really would love to make it to $10,000 or even $12,000 if possible. People here have been so generous in the past. And if you, and I know a lot of you have donated, that means so much. But if you haven't donated and you have a couple extra dollars kicking around, and young people in our city who experience homelessness have had a very difficult time during the pandemic, and Covenant House has strived to continue all their programming despite the challenges, but they need money to do that. So if you're willing to sponsor me in my sleep out, there's the link. I'll share it a couple more times this month because the sleep out is not until the 29th of April. All right. Hopefully now most teams have contributed their scores. Let me check and see here. Yeah, looks like it. 46 teams, wow, have already registered their teams. So without further ado, we will take a moment and welcome all 46 teams who are with us here tonight. A lot of familiar faces already and team names. In no particular order, a big thank you to all these teams who have made the effort tonight and every night. We have Trivia Lassie's The Dog. Can we rip Van Winkle through the next 6 weeks? Here, yeah. Mackay Togart, ooh, that's creative. Thigh Masters of the Universe. Bitches Ain't Shit But Hoes and Tricks. Case of the Mondays. YTV's Weird on Wheels. Bitches Ain't Shit But Hoes and Tricks again. Oh, that's the same name, the same team entered twice. Cloves Extended Clan. I Have Lots of Juice But No Stream. Threat Level Midnight. Big Fact Hunt. Living Covita Loca. We Don't Know Jack. Happy 26th birthday, Zoe. Zoe, happy 26th birthday. I'm sorry that you were experiencing both your quarter century and 26th birthday in lockdown. That sucks. COVID-69 screams, legislate paid sick days now, motherfuckers. Hear, hear. Hear, hear. Two bros chilling in a hot tub. That sounds fun. Tit soup for the Tit soup for the Ford sucks soul. Quarantine. Penny and the Jets. Cotton Ballers. Worst Case Ontario. That's actually pretty good. That should be I think that if the person who wrote that, if you see this as a news banner on Global News, you can quietly take credit for it because that I think will work into our coverage. Worst Case Ontario. That's great. Teeter Totter Takedown, that's pretty good too. All parks now closed in the province. Team Fine Balance, welcome back. 469 DQ Blizzard Time. D's Nuts. Cabin Fever Fight Club. You're a Quizzard Harry. Biracle on Parliament Street. Shit's Bleak, that's another great headline. We've also got 77 Cohill Drive. Rainbow Super Friends. Grey Goose Strippers and Drywall. That story threw a lot of people for a loop. Look those words up if you did not see that story, or just Google Madame Holmes. He Dug Up My Hibiscus, Bad Dog. Steam Name, I like that. Second Last, Monocle Whores. Bring Back Oliver Mowat. Fair enough. Shorthanded. Fuck. With like 56 U's. A Moment of Silence for the Honorable William Amos. I can't believe that's the first William Amos reference we had. That's the MP who mistakenly appeared nude during a House of Commons session when changing from his gym clothes. Portal Pilgrims in a Rough Portal, CrustaceanHub.com, Jackie Channing Tatum, Big Brian Academy, School's Out for Wave 3, Robert Cajun, Rock and Stone, and finally, Billy Ray Virus. Welcome to all the teams who are joining us tonight. And if you're wondering how folks did in round one was not an easy one. I see people with a real myriad of scores here. But the total score, or I should say the total average from round one was 6. That's a little lower than often we see for round one, but that's okay. There's still lots of time left. Round two, people seem to do a little bit better in round two, but it too was not an easy round. Round two, the average score was 7. We have a couple of extra teams joining us who have just inputted their scores. We have Hold GameStop, the Weebles, and YouTube technical producers. Yes, please. All right. Welcome all 52 teams coming to us from all across this concerning province of ours and perhaps across the country and around the world. Friends, time to start round 3. We're going to start round 3 tonight with a little round I like to call rapid fire. Here's how rapid fire works. I will only read the questions twice and not once at the end of the round. But there is always a theme to rapid fire. Tonight, that theme is color. And here's how this works. Every correct answer will include a color. And these are not like, I'm not getting like super into like, beige eggshell or anything. These are all, I wouldn't say primary colors, but these are all colors that you would learn in like grade 2, let's say. So don't get too creative or crafty. And I should also say that not a single one of these answers is just the color. There's a word or a couple words around it, but there is a color in every answer. And as we begin this round, I will grab my second steam whistle. All right. Should be self-explanatory. Again, I will only read the questions twice. Periwinkle blue. Forget the periwinkle. I will not read the questions once at the end of the round, so listen up. Here is rapid fire round, starting with question number 1. Ooh, kind of a tough one to start. Number 1, here we go. Steve Buscemi in a 1992 Tarantino flick. Question number 1. Steve Buscemi in a 1992 Tarantino flick. Question number 2. Eiffel 65's contribution to pop culture. Question number 2. Eiffel 65's contribution to pop culture. Question number 3. One of the 2 Best Picture Oscar-winning films that fit this category. If you name them both, I will give you a bonus point, but all you have to do is name one to get a single point. Wow. Someone just very generously donated a significant chunk of money to my Sleep Out campaign that I literally get tingles and bumps on the back of my neck every time you guys show your generosity on these evenings. Thank you very much. Again, number 3, one of the 2 Best Picture Oscar-winning films that fit this category. Question number 4. The 6th longest river in the world. Question number 4. The 6th longest river in the world. Keep in mind, if your answers do not have a color contained in them, it's a wrong answer. Rapid fire, all answers contain a color. Question number 5, Canada's 31st largest city. Question number 5, Canada's 31st largest city based on population. Question number 6, currently reigning in the Netherlands. Question number 6, currently reigning in the Netherlands. Question number 7, perhaps the genius point in the round, meaning it is the toughest, but it doesn't earn you bonus points. Number 7, Sheb Wooley's #1 hit on the Billboard charts from June 9th to July 14th, 1958. Number 7, Sheb Wooley's #1 hit on the Billboard charts from June 9th until July 14th, 1958. Question number 8. The 11th British Prime Minister to serve under Queen Elizabeth II. Question number 8. The 11th British Prime Minister to serve under Queen Elizabeth II. Question number 9. Stan Lee's Phoenix. Question number 9. Stan Lee's Phoenix. And finally, the last question in the round, question number 10. Record holder for most Olympic medal, record holder for most Olympic medals by a snowboarder. Last question in the round, question number 10. Record holder for most Olympic medals by a snowboarder. All right, and as I mentioned, I'm not going back and repeating those questions because that is the rules of the rapid fire round. Instead, what we'll do is get ready to move on to round number 4, which is tonight, the picture this round. You're going to have 8 minutes to respond to this PDF document I'm about to share in the chat. 8 minutes. It's pretty self-explanatory. Tonight, we are diving into the world of music. There is no connect. I thought about doing a connector clue. I think I will return to doing the idea of connector clues in picture this rounds, but tonight there is no connector clue. Instead, simply click on that link, and over the next 8 minutes, write down the artist and the album name that you see the snippet of the photo from. You'll get a half point. Actually, no, I'll say this. You'll get a full point for the artist and a full point for the album name. What was I just doing? Yeah, oh, starting my timer. My God, my mind is elsewhere. Starting the timer, 8 minutes starting now. Geez, this flow is not looking good when I turn sideways. Mullet territory. Oh, I do realize that, Jennifer. I'm heavily weighting this in favor of music now. That is right. Had I really given it some thought, I probably would have realized that's unfair. But what I've said, I've said. So hopefully there are some people on your team who know music and who have good visual memories. Just over 3 minutes left in the round. One minute and 30 seconds left. Twenty seconds left. All right, and that is time. Time's up in round 4. Hopefully you were able to figure out some of those album names, and if not album names, maybe something about the album at least tweaked you to who the band might be or who the artist might be. But before we take up that round, we will take up the answers to the rapid fire round, the color round. Again, keep in mind every correct question in that round earns you a single point. Starting with question number 1, I asked Steve Buscemi in 1992 Tarantino flick. That was the clue. The answer, Mr. Pink. That was his character's name in Reservoir Dogs, Mr. Pink. Question number 2, Eiffel 65's contribution to pop culture. The answer, I'm blue, dabba dee dabba da. I'm not going to be a super stringent on that because I think actually I should double check. I meant to double check the exact name of the song. Yeah, the actual name of the song was Blue Dabba Dee, Dabba Dee in brackets. But if you had like I'm Blue or Blue Dabba Dee, as long as you were on the right track, I'll give you that point. The band, okay, that's the wrong round. Yeah, the band was Eiffel 65. Question number 3. One of the 2 Best Picture winning films, one very recent, just back in 2018, was Green Book. That was maybe the easier one because it's the most recent. The other one was back in 1941, and the film was How Green Was My Valley. I don't know why that sounds dirty to me, but it does. But interesting that only 2 films in the history of the Oscars have won Best Pictures that included colors in their title, and they were both green. That's a bit of back pocket trivia. That was question number 3. Here's question number 4. The 6th longest river in the world. It's in China. It is the Yellow River. Bonus points for both. Yes, sorry, I should have mentioned that. If you got both Green Book and How Green Was My Valley, you get a bonus point. If you only got one of them, presumably only Green Book, you'd only get a single point. Question number 5. Color Purple did not win Best Picture. I'm really quite certain. I'll go back and check. I mean, it definitely would, if you think of like, Oscar-winning film or Oscar-nominated films. Let's see. The book won the Pulitzer Prize, but the accolades, let's see. It was nominated for Best Picture, but did not win. Where were we? Oh, Canada's 31st largest city. It is square between Canada's, I think, like 6th and 7th largest cities. It's Red Deer, Alberta. Red Deer is the answer to number 5. Number 6, currently reigning in the Netherlands, meaning who is on the throne. It is the House of Orange. House of Windsor, obviously, on the throne in the UK. House of Orange on the throne in the Netherlands. That's the answer to number 6. Number 7, that was a tough one. Number 7, even tougher, I think. Sheb Wooley's number 1 hit on the charts from June to July in 1958. The answer, The Purple People Eater. There's your color purple. The Purple Eater. Question number 8. The 11th British Prime Minister to serve under Queen Elizabeth II. I think there have been at least 3 more since. Gordon Brown. I think he served from 2007 to 2010. Gordon Brown is number 8. Number 9, Stan Lee's Phoenix. This is referring to a character in X-Men. Phoenix, I believe, is the superhero, the human equivalent or the human identity, maybe? I know shit about comic books. But I know Jean Grey is the name you're looking for. Jean Grey. And finally, record holder for most Olympic medals by a snowboarder, that would be Shaun White, the American, who ironically has orange hair. That might not be ironic, but that's just what he's kind of known for. Again, those answers: Mr. Pink, Blue, Green Book, How Green Is My Valley, Yellow River, Red Deer, House of Orange, Purple People Eater, Gordon Brown, Jean Grey, and Shaun White. All right, that is the rapid fire round. Isn't that ironic, Kai? I wish I'd come up with that quote. You'd be a wealthy person. All right, moving on to the final or the next round, which is the picture this round. You had to be able to identify the album names and the bands featured in those 10 truncated photos. We'll start number 1. Sadly, this is my own fault. I think the only Canadian band on this list is number 1. That the band would be Tragically Hip. The album, Phantom Power. Phantom Power. Number 2. This is a tough one. I loved this album back in, I think, like 98, maybe 97 when it came out, maybe even earlier. The artist, I believe he was Swedish. The artist was Eagle Eye Cherry, and the album was called Desireless. Yeah, not an easy one. Came out in 97. Yeah, had that song Save Tonight on it, arguably his biggest and maybe even only hit. Desireless is the album. The artist is Eagle Eye Cherry. Number 3, that's the Spice Girls with their debut album, and the album is called Spice. Spice Girls, the artist. Spice, the name of the album. Number 4, Foo Fighters, another 90s classic. The album, The Color and the Shape. Number 5, going back a little further in time to the 80s, the band U2, the album Joshua Tree. Number 6, Kanye West is the artist. The album was called The College Dropout. Number 7, The Strokes, the band. Is This It? Was the album by The Strokes. Album number 8 that's featured there, showing some young men from the 60s wearing bowl cuts and feeding animals. That would be the Beach Boys and their famous legendary album, Pet Sounds. Alex, it is actually, much to Jennifer's chagrin, a full point for the artist and a full point for the album title. I didn't really think that through. I should have done a half points, but the Google Sheet doesn't deal well with half points. So tonight, it's a bit of a gimme for the music lovers in the audience. So yeah, Pet Sounds was number 8. Number 9, The White Stripes. The band, the album was called Elephant. And finally, number 10, the artist Oasis, and the album What's the Story? Morning Glory. All right, that is those are the answers for round 4. At this point, I would ask you to please head back over to the Google Sheet and enter your scores for rounds 3 and rounds 4, and we will. Once I give you a couple minutes to do that, I will give you the averages. I'll also take this time, you guys, I mean, just during that round, the generosity that flowed out of you folks, you put me well over that $10,000 mark, raising money for Covenant House, so thank you. I don't know who Emma Thompson is, not the actress, but this person who's also fundraising, but I'm now ahead of Emma Thompson, and I think 4th in our fundraising list of like the 100 people participating, in large part thanks to you guys. And I've been doing this fundraiser for 4 years now, and I've never cracked $10,000 in a year until this year. So thank you very much for that. And I promise I'm only gonna ask one more time next week. It'll be my last week, and then the week after that's a fundraiser. So I'll shut up about begging for money after that, I promise. Jacob, it's 1 point for each. 1 point for the artist and 1 point for the album. So that round number 4 is out of 20 points. After this, I might go back and listen to Eagle Eye Cherry, finish my Steam Whistle. That song's been stuck in my head all night now. All right, lots of points, points. Oh, you guys did well on the rapid fire. Some of you, some struggled, but most teams did seemingly quite well. The average score for the rapid fire round was 7. And the average score for the music round, keeping in mind that the it was out of 20. There's a team who entered their score as 3 for the music round, which A isn't, well, I guess it's not impossible. But I'm worried that maybe you didn't give yourself points accordingly. But that's okay if you didn't score as well as you wanted. The average score for round 4 was 13. Excuse me. Meaning that the average score after 4 rounds of play would be, let me figure this out. Average score is 34 after 4 rounds of play. I was gonna say that seems really high, but that makes sense because I just decided to award an extra 10 points. All right, heading into the final 2 rounds of the night, we are gonna start round 4 with a series of before and after questions. Hopefully, I think most people now here understand the concept, but if you're familiar with Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune, this is a common clue format where I'm going to ask a question that actually is going to reference 2 separate answers. It's going to sound almost a little like a riddle, and the answer is going to be 2 adjoining words or phrases. So if I said something like, the star of Mission Impossible rides a heat-seeking weapon, the answer would be Tom Cruise missile. Or E.B. White instructs Wilbur to launch a domain name. This is a new one. The answer would be Charlotte's website. How have I never used that before? And how did I just think of that now? I'm proud of myself. Another one we often use is the staff at a popular Toronto brewery hum this Disney song on their way to the office in the morning. The answer would be steam whistle while you work. Hopefully you'll get the concept. Here we go, starting with number 1, before and after. The Eagles ink a deal to provide the theme song for a new marketing campaign launched by this low-cost European airline based out of London's Luton Airport, or Luton Airport. I think it's Luton. Question number 1 again. The Eagles ink a deal to provide the theme song for a new marketing campaign launched by this low-cost European airline based out of London's Luton Airport. Question number 2. At 817 kilometers away, Alert Nunavut is its closest inhabited town. Not sure if it has a strip club, though. This is a tough one. Again, question number 2. At 817 kilometers away, Alert Nunavut is its closest inhabited town. Not sure if it has a strip club, though. Question number 3, before and after. Romeo, Benvolio, and Balthazar form a paramilitary group that fights against a large enemy using less traditional tactics. These are tough before and afters this week. I will just give you fair warning. Again, Romeo, Benvolio, and Balthazar form a paramilitary group that fights against a large enemy using less traditional tactics. Question number 4. Elsa modifies her lyrics with a chilly send-off that instructs you to engage in fornication with your own body? Does it break the rules? Oh, it does. It breaks the rules by a letter. Thank you for the question. I should note that the rules technically are that each word or phrase, like the joining, should be 3 letters. This one is only 2. Yeah, number 4 breaks the rules slightly. Again, Elsa modifies her lyrics with a chilly send-off that instructs you to engage in a form of fornication with one's own body. Question number 5. Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins, and Aidan Quinn star in the epic tale of 3 brothers and their father living in Germany in 1989. Number 5 again. Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins, and Aidan Quinn star in an epic tale of 3 brothers and their father living in Germany in 1989. Question number 6. If this lovable blue anthropomorphic locomotive goes off the rails, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Question number 6 again. If this lovable blue anthropomorphic locomotive goes off the rails, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Question number 7, before and after. The Chemical Brothers are back with another one of these Apple-owned products for listening to music. Again, number 7, the Chemical Brothers are back with another one of these Apple-owned products for listening to music. Question number 8. I knew this film was nominated for a 2021 Best Picture Oscar, but I didn't know it featured Brad Pitt making a cameo as a monk. Again, question number 8. I knew this film was nominated for a 2021 Best Picture Oscar, but I didn't know it featured a cameo featuring Brad Pitt as a monk. Question number 9. Lil Jon is bringing back a somewhat dated home decorating trend. He should probably go pick up some adhesive and a utility knife before he gets started. This is a tough one too. Man, there are a lot of tough ones. Why am I being so mean this week? I did not intend to channel such negativity in the last 2 rounds of the night. For the record, had I not written these, I don't think I would have gotten them. Yeah, fair enough, Dan. Is that my second Brad Pitt reference in this round? And I'm not even that big a Brad Pitt guy. I mean, he's fine. I would not say no over Brad Pitt, but I would not rank him in the top 10. Question number 9 again. Lil Jon is bringing back a somewhat dated home decorating trend. He should probably go pick up some adhesive and a utility knife before he gets started. I know, Kelsey. I promise next week. You know what? Next week I will. We'll take a moratorium or a hiatus from the before and afters next week because I've done it the last 3 weeks and they are tough. I just figured that April would really be for the diehard quizzing and quarantiners. We wouldn't get a lot of newbies, and so I thought I'd go old school. But next week we'll take a break from before and afters. The last before and after, though, before we do, of the night, last before and after is number 10. A baseball announcer calls a play from the balcony of this Tony Award-winning musical set in 1975 Vietnam. Again, number 10. A baseball announcer calls a play from the balcony of this Tony Award-winning musical set in 1975 Vietnam. I will now go back and reread each before and after very quickly before we move on to the final round of the night, starting with question number 1. Here it is. The Eagles ink a deal to provide the theme song for a new marketing campaign launched by this low-cost European airline based out of London's Luton Airport. Number 2, at 817 kilometers away, Alert Nunavut is its closest inhabited town. Not sure if it has a strip club, though. Number 3, Romeo, Benvolio, and Balthazar form a paramilitary group that fights against a large enemy using less traditional tactics. Number 4, Elsa modifies her lyrics with a chilly send-off that instructs you to engage in a form of fornication with one's own body. Number 5, Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins, and Aidan Quinn star in an epic tale of 3 brothers and their father living in Germany in 1989. Number 6, if this lovable blue anthropomorphic locomotive goes off the rails, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Number 7, the Chemical Brothers are back with another one of these Apple-owned products for listening to music. Number 8, I knew this film was nominated for a 2001 Best Picture Oscar, but I did not know that it also features a cameo of Brad Pitt as a monk. Number 9, Lil Jon is bringing back a somewhat dated home decorating trend. He should probably go pick up some adhesive and a utility knife before he gets started. And finally, the last before and after in the round, number 10. Baseball announcer calls a play from the balcony of this Tony Award-winning musical set in 1975 Vietnam. 2021. I still find it hard to say 2021. That would be a good trivia question. Is what? Oh, I'm going to save this. Never mind. It's too good to just give away for free. I got to use it maybe next week. All right. Finish up your before and afters. I'll give you an extra 30 seconds as I get my, third or fourth steam whistle. I can't keep track. All right, here we go. Time for the final round of the night. It is the final Jeopardy round. Okay, are you emptying the dishwasher? No, I don't have a dishwasher, guys. I'm old school. I do my dishes by hand like a real person. None of this Maytag bullshit in my house. I'm a good landlord. I have tenants and they have a dishwasher and I don't. All right, we will start with the before and after, or sorry, start with the Jeopardy round. Unlike last week, this week I am confident as to when this aired. This episode of Jeopardy aired on Friday, June 29th, 2001, almost 20 years ago. So anything that's happened in the last 20 years of history, erase from your mind, because that shit ain't happened yet. Here we go. Question number 1. The category for question number 1 is featured creatures. Featured creatures. And the clue. When this collie came to radio, the dog actually barked, but a human did the panting and the growling. Yeah, fair enough, Kathy, if only. Last 20 years has brought some bleak moments. Again, question number 1, the category featured creatures. The clue. When this collie came to radio, the dog actually barked, but a human did the panting and the growling. Question number 2, the category, the 15th century. Going way back in time. 15th century is the category, the clue. As part of a dowry, the Orkney and Shetland Islands were turned over to this country in 1472. I should say be specific because I'm going to be picky with the answer. Question number 2 again, the category, the 15th century, and the clue. As part of a dowry, the Orkney and Shetland Islands were turned over to this country in 1472. Question number 3, the category, Illinois me. Illinois, like the state, to play on words. The clue. This Illinois event lasted 27 hours killed 250 people and destroyed 17,450 buildings. Again, question number 3, the category Illinois me, and the clue. This Illinois event lasted 27 hours, killed 250 people, and destroyed 17,450 buildings. Question number 4, the category Classic TV theme songs. Classic TV theme songs is the category. The clue: fish don't fry in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole of trying, just get up that hill. In this category, obviously, Alex would read lyrics from TV show theme songs, and contestants had to write down the TV show they were from. Here again, the category Classic TV theme songs for number 4. The clue: fish don't fry in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill. Took a whole of trying, just get up that hill. Question number 5, the category Word in common. The clue: Judy's puppet partner or a Hawaiian beverage. Hawaiian in quotations. The category again for number 5 is word in common, and the clue: Judy's puppet partner or a Hawaiian beverage. Question number 6, the category Biblical Archaeology Review. The clue: some archaeologists think the site of this first biblical patriarch's home was in Iraq, some in Turkey. Question number 6, again, the category Biblical Archaeology Review. The clue: some archaeologists think the site of this first biblical patriarch's home was in Iraq, some in Turkey. Question number 7, the category L, spelled E-L-L-E. The clue: in 2000, this Oscar winner for The English Patient was dipped in chocolat. Category again for number 7 is L, and the clue: in 2000, this Oscar winner for The English Patient was dipped in chocolat. Question number 8, the category GQ, with the letter Q in quotations, meaning the first letter of all the answers in this round was the letter Q. The clue: its electrical charge can be equal to 1/3 of an electron. Again, the category is GQ. The clue: its electrical charge can be equal to 1/3 of an electron. Question number 9, the category Reader's Digest. The clue: the last name of Irvine, the Scottish author of Trainspotting, is also another UK nationality. The category again is Reader's Digest, and the clue: the last name of Irvine, the Scottish author of Trainspotting, it's also another UK nationality. Question number 10, category home. The clue. You can produce shapely wooden legs using this machine in which the piece is held, rotated, and a tool applied to it. Category again is home, and the clue. You can produce shapely wooden legs using this machine in which the piece is held, rotated, and a tool applied to it. And finally, the last round of the night, the final Jeopardy round and question. The category on this night, almost 20 years ago in June of 2021, was artists. And the clue, he was born in 1577 on the eve of the feast day of two apostles. That is a hard final Jeopardy. The category again is artists, and the clue, he was born in 1577 on the eve of the feast day of two apostles. All right, I will go back now and read each question very quickly one more time before we take up the answers to rounds 5 and 6, starting with question number 1, the category, featured creatures, the clue. When this collie came to radio, the dog actually barked, but a human did the panting and growling. Question number 2, the category, the 15th century. As part of a dowry, the Orkney and Shetland Islands were turned over to this country in 1472. Number 3, the category, Illinois Me, the clue. This Illinois event lasted 27 hours, killed 250 people, and destroyed 17,450 buildings. Number 4, the category is classic TV theme songs, and the clue. Fish don't fry in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill, took a whole lot of trying just to get up that hill. Question number 5, the category, word in common, the clue. Judy's punch partner, or, I'll read that again. The clue, Judy's puppet partner or a Hawaiian beverage. Question number 6, the clue, or the category rather, biblical archaeology review. The clue, some archaeologists think the site of this first biblical patriarch's home was in Iraq, some in Turkey. Question number 7, the category, L. The clue, in 2000, this Oscar winner for The English Patient was dipped in chocolat. Number 8, the category, GQ, Q in quotations, the clue, its electrical charge can be equal to 1/3 of an electron. Number 9, the category is Reader's Digest, the clue. The last name of Irvine, the Scottish author of Trainspotting. It's also another UK nationality. Number 10, the category is home. The clue, you can produce shapely wooden legs using this machine in which the piece is held, rotated, and the tool applied to it. And finally, lastly, the final Jeopardy category of artists. The clue in that category, he was born in 1577 on the eve of the feast day of two apostles. All right, this is your final chance to enter any answers that you think you need to amend in order to get correct responses and earn a point. And now, and then we will take up the answers to the before and after round and then the Jeopardy round. Here we go. Before and after round starting with question number 1. Keep in mind, if you're quick and want to dispute a response, you can do so in the chat, but you got to be quick because we're going to move through these. Number 1, Eagles inking a deal to provide a theme song for an airline in London. The answer, Take It Easy Jet. Take It Easy, the Eagles song, Easy Jet, the airline. Number 2, this is a tough one. 817 kilometers away from Nunavut is this. Not sure if it has a strip club, though. That answer, North Pole Dancer. The North Pole is 817 kilometers away from Alert. And Pole Dancer, obviously what you might find at a strip club. Number 3, Romeo, Benvolio, and Balthazar form a paramilitary group that fights against a large enemy. Those 3 names, those were all members of the Montagu family from Romeo and Juliet. If you knew that, you might have been able to get Montaguerilla Warfare. Montaguerilla Warfare is the answer. Arctic Circle Jerk. That is an interesting one. I mean, the Arctic Circle is actually quite a bit further south of Alert. I don't go to many, if any, strip clubs, and maybe different ones than you do. I just don't know if a circle jerk is really a strip club activity. Yeah, I'm going to say no. You do you, and I'm glad that there is a place that you have found that services your unique needs. Moving on to question number 4. I know it's within the Arctic Circle, but it's anyway. Okay, I'm saying no. Question number 4. Elsa modifies her lyrics with a chilly send-off that instructs you to engage in a form of fornication with one's own body. The answer: let it go, fuck yourself. Let it go, fuck yourself. Question number 5. Brad Pitt, Anthony Hopkins, and Aidan Quinn star in the epic tale of 3 brothers and their father living in Germany in 1989. The answer: Legends of the Fall of the Berlin Wall. I didn't realize that rhymed. I like that. That's the movie that those 3 actors were in, and then what happened in Germany in 1989. Legends of the Fall of the Berlin Wall. It is a G-rated or an R-rated night tonight. I thought about doing a round, like advertising it like a late night adult trivia round, but I feel like on YouTube it's just going to open ourselves up to being canceled real quick. But I still think that'd be a fun, for the right crowd, don't bring your parents, a fun trivia night. Someone is asking, oh, it wasn't Elsa's song? Who sang it? I thought Elsa. Let It Go Solo. Yeah, Let It Go Solo. Yeah, I'll take that. Let It Go Solo. I'll take it. Oh, it was an Anna song. Okay. Let It Go Solo, I'll pass, and I apologize. I don't know if I've ever actually seen Frozen, which I'm sure a lot of my friends who are parents will shake their head at. Okay. It's 100% Elsa. Sarah Scrappy is weighing in, and she has 2 young daughters who I think are big. See, I thought it was Elsa. We've got moms. Moms know this shit. I'm not going to dispute them. We have someone saying it's definitely Anna, and then someone else saying it is not Anna. This is intense. Okay. Jeez. We got Kale's weighing in too. He's another father of a young daughter. I don't want to mess with parents and Frozen. You guys know this stuff. Jacob, if you're not a parent of a child, I don't think you can weigh in here. All right, we're gonna move on. Number 6. If this lovable blue anthropomorphic locomotive goes off the rails, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. The answer: Thomas the Tank Engine, number 9. That was bad. Bad humor, but the right answer. Number 7, the Chemical Brothers are back with another one of these Apple-owned products for listening to music. If you remember the Chemical Brothers from the 90s, and you remember their big hit, Block Rockin' Beats by Dre is the answer. Beats by Dre. Question number 8. This film was nominated for a 2021 Best Picture Award, but I didn't know that Brad Pitt makes a cameo as a monk. The answer to that, The Trial of the Chicago 7 Years in Tibet. Trial of the Chicago 7 Years in Tibet. Number 9, Lil Jon is bringing back a somewhat dated home decorating trend. He should probably go pick up some adhesive and a utility knife before he gets started. The answer to that, to the window, to the wall paper. A lot of shitty hip-hop song references tonight in this round. Don't know what I was thinking. And finally, number 10, baseball announcer calls a play from the balcony of this Tony Award-winning musical set in 1975 Vietnam. The answer, Swing and a Miss Saigon. Swing and a Miss Saigon is number 10. Get lows, I like that. I don't think it's right in any capacity. I'm not going to give you a point for it, but I like it. What's some of the others? I can't read everyone's coming in. Thomas the Tank Njagwinwine. I really like Get Lows, and if I was one more steam whistle deep, I would just give you a point because it's hilarious, but it doesn't really fit. Well, maybe it does. Jacob, what's your final say? Jacob's the mod. Should we give him the point? If Jacob gives a thumbs up or says yes. As a mod, I like it. As a friend of Jason's, I don't. I don't know what that means. Well, you're not giving a definitive answer, Jacob. Okay, I've given all the before and afters. I'll give a point for Get Lows. It is good. It is very funny. And I think technically it does work. All right, on to the final Jeopardy round, which you can't dispute because I didn't write these questions. Here we go. Featured creature. This collie came on radio. Think of a famous collie, and you probably think of Lassie. You'd be right. Number 2, 5th century. Part of a dowry, the Orkney and Shetland Islands were given to what country? They were given to Scotland. And I mentioned you had to be specific. If you said the UK, you did not. I don't think Scotland was part of the UK in 1472. Illinois, the Illinois event that lasted 27 hours, killed a bunch of people and destroyed even more buildings. That would be the Great Chicago Fire, or the Chicago Fire. Number 4, classic TV theme songs. Fish don't fry in the kitchen, beans don't burn on the grill. Those are lyrics from the theme song to the classic show, The Jeffersons. Number 5, word in common. I actually fucked this up and said the word when I reread it. Judy's puppet partner and Hawaiian beverage, both those share the word punch in common, punch. Number 6, biblical archaeology review. Archaeologists believe the biblical patriarchs they're referring to is Abraham. Abraham is the answer. The Oscar winner for The English Patient, who was also dipped in chocolat, that's Juliette Binoche. L, the category referred to, I didn't explain this, but all the answers were French women. Number 8, GQ. Its electrical charge can be equal to 1/3 an electron. That'd be a quark. Q-U-A-R-K, quark. Reader's Digest, last name of Irvine, the Scottish author of Train Spotting. Also, his last name was a UK nationality. Irvine Welsh is the answer. Welsh, W-E-L-S-H. Home, you can produce shapely wooden legs using this machine. That machine is a lathe, L-A-T-H-E. And finally, he was born in 1577 on the eve of the feast day of two apostles. This was tough, but if you got the two apostles clue and know your artist, you might have guessed Peter Paul Rubens. Peter Paul Rubens is the correct answer. And that, my friends, concludes the question and answer period of the evening. Here's what's going to happen now. You are to enter your final scores into the Google Doc, and we will come back in about 30 seconds and figure out who it is that's getting prizes tonight. And those prizes, I haven't mentioned. Again, if I haven't drank it all, Steam Whistle kindly giving us gift certificates for 12 packs. I will mail those out, but I've run low, so I need to get more from Steam Whistle. So please, if you win, send me a message and let me know, and I will email you the Steam Whistle gift certificate when they come in. John, no, it's not the bonus question. The Jeopardy round is out of 11. The bonus question or tiebreaker is just if there are teams that have tied at the end of the night, we throw out a random tie-breaking question to figure out who gets the prize. Please head over to the, some teams are already filling in. This is great. Got some answers coming in. I'll give it another 30 seconds or so for people to fill in their answer. Okay, 15 seconds left to complete your scorecard. Enter your scores into the final Google Doc. Oh, some very impressive scores tonight. All right, it looks like tonight, the team that is going home, I should thank everybody too, before I reveal the prizes, just, I know we've been doing this for well over a year. I hope none of this ever starts to feel normal. I hope that the norm will always be that we gather in person in a pub and see each other face to face and all that. But until that's able to happen, and increasingly it's looking like it's going to be a little longer than we hoped. But I do thank you for coming here, and let this never be normal, but let it always be something that we can look forward to at the end of our week. So thanks for participating. The average score tonight was 42 points. Congratulations if you scored that point, that number or higher. You are above average. But even if you're not, that still qualifies you potentially for our. Oh my God! It is Marcy Cat's birthday tomorrow. Yes. No, is it? Fuck. Isn't Marcy on the 17th? I think her and our friend Noel have the exact same birthday. Thank you, Laura. And Marcy, I think I've said this on this chat before, is one of my favorite people. I almost get emotional 3 Steam Whistles in and thinking about Marcy Katz, who I've not seen in person way too long because she lives in Australia. But she's will and forever always be one of my favorite people. And happy birthday, Marcy, all the way down in Australia. But originally, OG from Dundas, Ontario, after I also spent a couple of years in Halifax where I got to know her. Anyway, lots of love to Marcy. Penultimate prize tonight, getting a 12-pack of Steam Whistle beer. Congratulations to the team Hold GameStop. Hopefully you're more successful in your stock market endeavors than you are in trivia. But even though you came in second last tonight, you're still getting a 12-pack of Steam Whistle. So good on you. Congratulations. We are now going to look at the other side of the leaderboard to see who it is that's ending up on the top of the leaderboard. We'll start with 10th place. There are a couple teams tied tonight in a couple different places, so we'll shout out the teams who are tied. And really, this is not about winning or losing. It's how you play the game. It's about having fun. But there are some teams that really excel in trivia, and they deserve to get a shout out. So those teams tonight, I was about to say in no particular order, but very much in a particular order, counting down from 10th place down to first. In 10th place tonight, we have two teams tied. We have Fuck is tied in 10th place. They are tied with Billy Ray Virus, the Elsa aficionados in the group tonight. Congratulations to Billy Ray Virus and Fuck for tying for 10th. In 9th, two teams tied for 9th. We have Tit Soup for the Ford Sucks Soul, the team representing Marcy Katz of Melbourne, Australia, as well Quarantine. Congratulations, you guys are in 9th. We have 4 teams tied for 8th tonight. That's impressive. We have Can We Rip Van Winkle through the next 6 weeks? We also have a moment of silence for the Honorable William Amos. We have Jackie Channing Tatum and the DTs all tied in 8th place. Congratulations. Number 7, happy 26th birthday, Zoe. Steam name in 7th, as well as Robert Cajun. All 3 teams, those teams tied for 7th. Only a single team in 6th tonight. That would be Rock and Stone. Congratulations, Rock and Stone. A single team in 5th place tonight. That would be I Have Lots of Juice, but No Stream. Congratulations to them. In 4th place, we have 3 teams tied for 4th tonight. They are Thigh Masters of the Universe, Threat Level Midnight, and Livin' Covita Loca. Also, in 3rd place tonight, just a couple points back from getting a Steam Whistle gift certificate, we have COVID-69 screams, legislate paid sick days now, motherfuckers. They are in 3rd place. In 2nd place tonight, we have Mackay Togart, the team name, not myself, obviously. And finally, in 1st place tonight, with a very impressive score of 73 points, we have Big Fact Hunt. I have to be very deliberate when I say that team name. Congratulations to all those teams, and a big happy birthday to my very good friend Marcy Katz, the best wedding still I think I've ever been to, and maybe the first place I will visit when this whole thing ends. I think if COVID's taught us anything, it's to take advantage of opportunities when they arise. And if you have friends in different parts of the world who have offered to let you stay on their couches, take them up on it. So Marcy, happy birthday, and I look forward to being on your couch when all this shit is over. Until then, we will meet back here next week, Friday, the 26th of April, I believe. No, is that next week? I'm losing track. No, next week is the 23rd of April. Anyway, we'll be back here next Friday and the Friday after. Until then, take care of yourselves, keep safe, keep doing whatever this fucking government keeps telling us to do. It changes by the day. But thank you very much for being here, and keep nerdy. Stay geeky.